Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we are doing the long-awaited camping at or nearby a World War II gun tower that's right down by the river. It's a bit of a hike to get there, but we do have a couple of little historical landmarks that are on the map on the way there. There's not much online about the origin of them, but we'll take a quick look. One of them is right behind me. It's called the carved bench. It's just a big old log that's carved to look like a sofa. So I figured I'd show you that. We're about to go do the hike. It's about 6 o'clock at night and the sun's already almost down. So I want to make sure I get this done before sunset, because the hike is pretty treacherous. So we'll get down there. I'll get to show you the gun towers and then we'll get set up for the evening. So we're just about to enter Orwell Country Park. It's a nature reserve. We have to go through here to get to where I want to go. There is signs here that say no camping, no bonfires, all that stuff. But I'm not camping on site in here. This is just a footpath to where I want to go. So I should be okay. There is boatloads of people around. So I'm surprised by that, considering how treacherous this walk is. I figured with it almost being sunset that they would be heading home for the evening, but there's still more cars coming into the car park. So we'll see how it is down when we get to the water. But we will find somewhere to set up, and we will do a little touch base with the pillbox / gun rampart when we get down there. Hopefully I'm going to find the ancient oak on the way, which is another historical landmark in Ipswich. However, with it being Ipswich and their last historical landmarks, there's nothing online to say how old it is or why it's famous or any of that stuff. So it's just a famous oak tree. We'll find it on our way, I hope, and we'll catch up with you in a minute. Just wanted to share some of this scenery with you guys while I'm walking through. Oops, almost tripped. Should look where I'm going. Definitely chipmunks nearby. I can hear them squeaking. Beautiful in here. So, right up there, that big stonking tree in the middle, you can see the roots of, is the big famous oak tree. I have no idea how to view it from up there. There is a path somewhere. Me and my wife found it last time we were here, but there's absolutely zero chance I'm trying to walk up that gradient right now in 27 or 27 degrees Celsius. No thank you. So we'll take a shot of it and we'll say see you later, tree. I do want to go get to where I want to go because we are starting to lose light and I can hear a lot of the critters around here, so we'll keep hiking. Well, the gun towers are that way. Main Ipswich is that way. You can just about see Orwell Bridge. As you can see, there's a ton of boats out here. It's going to be pretty interesting trying to find a place to set up stealthy here. But we're not going to give up. We will find a spot. But sunset's happening, so we got to get there quick. So, we have made it to our site just before sundown. Ideally, I would love to camp inside one of these things. But looking inside there, there's dog poop, broken glass, used contraceptives, shall we say. And I'm not willing to pick that up. I'll pick normal rubbish up, but I'm not picking that sort of stuff up. But I will show you, around the ramparts there's two of them. And there was possibly a third at one point, because there's a foundation for one right beneath me here where I got all my gear just resting right now. So it's very dark in there. The really cool thing is that the mounts for the guns are still intact. So let's just take a look around, shall we? So here's the first one. I'll go right up to the little gun window there. And hopefully there's enough light that you can see the metal gun mount. Yeah, you can. Very cool. This is the only way you can see from the water. You walk around the back to the entrance. You can only imagine 2 guys in here, one to pass ammo, one to shoot the gun, and there's no space at all. Look at that. It's amazing. Got a lot of respect for the people that fought. Lots of love. But you imagine how claustrophobic that would be with 2 people and a giant gun. Here's the other one. As you can see, the gun mount is still in there. Might be a little bit more light in this one just because it's a little bit smaller. Take a look. Yeah, that's a negatory. You cannot see anything in here at all. Just out there. Fantastic though. I'm fat and I only just fit in there. Literally, my belly rubbed against the wall all the way out, so I can imagine 2 people getting in there. Alright. Now, this is a panoramic view of everything that's around. I think what I might do is just sit here and have a beer. And then if I don't see anybody in the next hour or so, I'm just going to pitch right here. And then we're leaving early, so we won't leave a trace. And then I'll have a nice river view when I wake up. A nice sunrise. So yeah, we're just going to sit here and have a beer. So my beer of choice tonight, again, is Caffrey's. There's a ton of mosquitoes around here. I'm going to get eaten alive. That's one bad thing. I should have bought some extra citronella candles to set out. Because I am literally going to get munched. I'm already getting eaten. I haven't even set up yet. We just got some extra Caffreys we bought for the last trip. It shows you how often I drink when I'm not camping. I bought 8. I still have 3 left. And I drank 4 that night. So, yeah. I've had 1 beer between now and then. But we're just going to relax with this. There's a young couple messing around on a dirt bike about 300 yards away from me here. So that's preventing me from setting up right now, otherwise I would. And there's a ton of mosquitoes around here. I am going to be all welted up tomorrow. I react really badly to mosquito bites. But we do have a new tent to try out tonight, so hopefully that keeps them out. We'll see. Oh yeah. Cheers, guys. So a lot of you did see my little short as to why I didn't put a video up last week. Basically, the day that I had planned, we ended up having to do some stuff around the house anyway because we had construction guys coming. And one of my back teeth right here came out, and it's been loose since last November, so I was thankful it's gone. But my mouth was full of blood by the time I got home from work, and I was just in no shape to go hiking and get ready for a long camp out. So I do apologize about delaying videos, guys. But sometimes life gets in the way. Yeah, so I'm going to finish this beer and go get set up. I'm going to go try to find somewhere a little bit further away from these bugs, because otherwise I'm just not going to make it. And they're already munching on me, and I'm not even set up yet. You can barely see it because it got dark very quick. But there's a new tent. It's just a single man bivvy tent. I'll look up the name that I got it from Amazon. I will say this, the pegs that came with it are absolutely abysmal and bend easily, so I gotta get some new pegs. I had some left over in my bag from other excursions, otherwise no chance. But we'll finish getting set up and get some grub on, because I'm starving and it's getting on. So we're set up for the evening, and we're cooking our tea, which I'd love to show you, but it's pitch black out and I just burnt my finger. It's poison duck burgers, which I'm glad I bought because I misplaced my camping cutlery set somewhere on this hike. However, I do need to put some water on this burn because I just burnt my finger pretty badly, and yeah, it's hurting. So we're going to finish cooking those and eat, and then settle in for the night. So here we have tonight's tea, which is duck burgers. They got a little bit squished on my walk, but they're edible, so we're going to cook them up for a little bit longer, as long as I have gas. And we got some nice cheesy top buns to go with that. And I had a little potato salad that I ate. So nothing crazy fancy tonight, but trying something a little bit different as well. Yeah, so we're going to sit up in here. Maybe you can see this a little bit better. I don't know. No, because my phone's right in the way of my headlamp. Alright, so we're going to eat these, get it all cozy in there, and have a beer or two and pass out. So, a little bit of a sort of review on this tent. I'll let you know the name of it in the description. I bought it from Amazon for about 50 quid. It's tiny. I'm 6 foot and I'm a bigger dude. But I literally cannot move in this thing. Every time I try and adjust, I feel like the pegs are going to pop out and I'm going to end up, engulfed in this thing. So, I did cheap out. It's my own fault. But I can feel the, like, we're not even at 9, 10 o'clock at night. 10 o'clock at night, maybe? I can already feel the condensation, and the tent's like on me, so it's not going to go anywhere except I'm going to get wet tonight. So, yeah, definitely need to do some shopping around. Maybe get on Facebook Marketplace and see what's out there. There's a bunch on there, but I don't know, it's just trying to find the time with the work to go to people's houses and pick up a tent and have it be small enough to fit in my pack for stealth camping. The color on this is perfect. It's like a forest green, so when you're in any greenery it's pretty good, but it's tiny, like absolutely tiny. My head's at one end and my feet are squelched to get the other. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a compact sleep for a big fella that likes to move around a lot. So, yeah, but we're going to try and get some shut-eye anyway, so I'm pretty tired. Well, folks, we've had a bit of a nightmare. It's about 1:50 in the morning. I was actually sleeping very well. Then I woke up and my arm was wet. Why is my arm wet? Turns out where I have set up here is a tide runoff. And tide came in. And I literally woke up laying in the river. Hello. Ridiculous. My campsite's washed. My tent's in a big sack. I've got everything out that's electric. I'm just trying to find dry ground to put my stuff on so it can dry out. I am soaked right through to the bone. So it's now 2 o'clock in the morning, 2:30 in the morning. I've packed up everything. Thankfully, anything that could get wrecked by the water was on top of my air mat, so I'm lucky in that aspect. I'm also lucky that I didn't drown, I guess, because that could have been bad. But I had no idea where I was set up was on the it looked like it was elevated, and if the tide did come in, I'd be all right. But I literally woke up in 7 inches of water. Everything's soaked. My feet are soaked. I'm not really in a safe location to go home right now, just because of the walk. Up here is pretty treacherous. So I'm gonna go just try and find somewhere to sit, dry out, then hit the bus first thing in the morning. Feel like a bit of a fool, but nothing happened. We're okay. So, bit of an update. I managed to rescue 95% of my gear. My frying pan, not so lucky. And my water bottle is gone. We walked down the coast and found another trail that's not quite as dangerous. Still wouldn't recommend doing it at 3 o'clock in the morning by yourself. We're heading back into town, and as soon as I find a place that I can, I'm gonna call a taxi and go home. Sorry guys, this was not the video that we wanted to do. To be honest with you, I'm just glad that nothing bad has happened. On the plus side, the tent that I was whining about before I got soaking wet, I was actually having the most comfortable sleep I've had camping, so there's one plus side, I guess. Anyways guys, we'll catch you guys on the next video. I'm gonna go home and get some rest.